Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to House Calls. It's Monday. Hopefully you're healthy and happy and alive and kicking. I'm feeling great, and I'm going a little with, of course, what are they? There's one of my directors, and there's my other producer chewing on something right now. And so that's who I've been hanging out with. And it is 1 o'clock, so it's wine time, and I've decided to have just a little glass of wine. And I've done a few projects this morning. I cleaned out the linen closet, the ski closet. I've done a bunch of things. But I will tell you, I'm super excited because we're going East Coast and West Coast today. Sounds like we've got some noise in the background. Anyways, we are going East Coast and West Coast today. We're going to be talking with Joe Lucas of Lucas Studio and Harbinger. And please send in questions sooner than later to ask Joe and myself. And let me get Joe on board here. So here we go. Let's see. Joe. There he is, Joey Luke. Let's see, waiting for Joey Luke. That's his handle. Let's see, we're connecting. Oh, Joe, what's up, man?
Hey.
Can you hear me? Are you there? Wait, you're coming. I'm getting little bits and pieces of you.
Now I've got you.
Hello?
I'm still in my bathrobe.
There you are.
Only kidding.
Oh my God, it's like you're on the moon. I forgot my robe. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I love it. I was going to wear a robe for you, but I totally forgot. But wait, your connection is really bad. Let's see. You're kind of in and out. Am I okay?
You're okay. You're a little delayed.
I can't hear you.
Why is it so bad? You can't? Hold on. You can't hear me at all?
Well, I don't know. You're not moving. Like you're in one position. Now you're in another position.
That's just like days.
It's almost like, you wouldn't happen to be on the moon or something? Are you Instagramming live from like Saturn?
On the moon? No, but I could do that backdrop, the moon backdrop. Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
I mean, you're not. You're like, see how I'm like going like this? You're going like. You're not. Your connection's.
Hold on.
But anyways, we're gonna.
My connection must not be good.
See if you can.
I'm gonna move around and see if I can get to a better spot.
Yeah.
See if I can get to a better
location where. Yeah, you're like.
But now you're gonna get a messy part of my house.
Oh, there you are.
Is that any better?
You're here. You're with us now. Look at you.
Okay.
You're so handsome.
Oh, shut up. You are. Aren't they good? They're clip-ons.
They're very high tech.
They're very high tech. Yes. They're quarantine special.
Okay, by the way, you're good now. Like you're moving around. We're good.
Okay. Good.
I love your glasses. So
Thanks a lot.
I was just telling everybody how excited I am to have East Coast and West Coast.
I know.
It's very exciting.
It's good.
And so let me explain. So this is Joe Lucas. He has Lucas Studio, which is an interior design studio in LA. He also has Harbinger, which is one of my favorite stores, and it is in LA on La Cienega and also in New York in the New York Design Center. And I'm one of your customers, and we love
Yes,
Harbinger.
you are.
Yeah, we love
Yay,
Harbinger.
hi.
So real quick, tell me, how are you?
I'm good. I'm bored.
You're bored?
I put on, only for Thom Filicia, I put on a collared shirt and a belt today.
Oh,
it could be the first time I've showered in like a week. I know, I'm so fancy. I forgot I had owned things with collars, shirts with collars.
Well, I have to tell you, I put on a clean t-shirt and a cashmere sweater for you.
A cashmere sweater that still feels like a good comfy sweatshirt.
Yeah, so I'm like, this is
perfect.
about as fancy as I get. I shower every day, I do a little shaving, whatever I need to do, and
a little makeup, a little eye makeup, and all that.
Just
no, we're good.
I have a real wash and go look, Joe. I don't know if you've noticed.
Big Town
Okay, so
CD
you're
is
good though.
done
You're
with us.
healthy. You do not have
We're
coronavirus.
healthy. We're locked down. We
Yep.
don't have the Vi.
Yep.
We've been locked down and just trying to stay sane.
Got
We
it.
got out for a an In-N-Out burger yesterday, so I feel a lot
Nice.
better. We did the drive-through. We didn't touch anybody.
Good.
Um,
Good.
and I've never cooked so much in my entire life.
Yeah, I think everybody's doing that. I mean, not me so much, but I think other people are. And my friends, so I'm in Skinny Atlas, where my lake house is, and my neighbors and friends have been amazing. And like yesterday, I had this incredible, oh my God, this is soup that my friend Carrie made that was unbelievable. So yeah, I've been sort of benefiting from the kindness of others. Now are
Kindness
you
of
in LA?
strangers. We're in LA.
You are.
We're in LA, which is nice because the weather's been great,
Yes.
and we've been able to like get out and walk around the reservoir and
Yeah.
take the dog out and
Yeah.
stuff. So at least we're
All
not in the
within six
cold.
feet. All within 6 feet.
All within 6 feet. No, it
Yes.
is the weirdest
Yeah. Are you?
social
Yeah, it's hard
thing
dating.
to
I have
see
to say the
people like
dating with
dart
6 feet is
away.
very awkward.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Dave and I stay 6 feet away from each other pretty much for the last 14 years, so it's perfect for him. I don't
That's
go anywhere
hilarious.
near him, and
Yeah.
he's been in the
I
best mood because of it.
yeah, I feel like after 6 years, 6 feet's fine, right? It's like
Yeah,
a foot a year.
exactly. Try 14 years, he would like to be like a different house.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. Wait,
But
so I have so many questions for you.
okay,
Okay.
go.
First question. So, what do you see as the big difference between East Coast and West Coast design, being a designer that is both East and West Coast?
I think a lot of the times it is when you actually just get down to the physicality of it.
Yeah.
The properties or the rooms and stuff can be bigger out here,
Yeah.
not necessarily fancy or bigger,
Yeah.
but people sort of just build larger spaces.
Yeah.
We have a lot of outdoor space
Yeah.
that's
It's like
20,
when people
that's
say it's bigger in Texas, which by the way, it's not always true. But in
not
regard to
always
houses,
true.
it is maybe a little bit.
That's true. You speak from experience. No, but like even just the fact that we get to decorate outdoor spaces
Yes.
365 days a year,
Yeah.
they're always used
There's that whole
where
indoor-outdoor thing in California, which
indoor
is
outdoor living.
so amazing. And the
Yep.
lighting is incredible. And yes, and it is, yeah.
Very different light.
Yeah.
But I think the style just depends on where you are on the East Coast.
Yeah.
There's so many different looks all the way up and down the East Coast, and I feel
Yeah.
like in California, especially, it's a little bit more, centralized
Well, we have a
in
question
design,
from
a little
someone, and
modern.
they said, do you think
Oh,
it's typically more contemporary?
I think in California it is. It
It
tends
is.
to be, and I tend to go more traditional,
Yeah.
but with a little bit of a contemporary
Yeah. I love your
flair on it,
aesthetic.
kind of a thing.
I love
Thank
your
you,
aesthetic.
and I
But
love
how would
yours.
you describe your design aesthetic?
I always sort of say East Coast meets West Coast, East Coast with a California edge to it.
Got it. Okay.
So we do a lot of work. We do a lot of work down in like Manhattan Beach, Hermosa Beach area.
Right.
So it's a lot of those shingled style houses that I know really well
Yeah.
from the East Coast and love doing. So that's been fun to do.
Well, it's
But
funny.
people want,
Someone just wrote in and said California is sexier.
yes, Kyle, I agree.
But
Unless
it's sexier. But I
Tom is
think,
around.
don't you think Manhattan? I think people are very design minded. Like they really
Yes.
want. They're willing to push the envelope a little bit harder, maybe.
I think so. And in New York City, if you're in Manhattan designing, the spaces are smaller, so there's less actual items. So
Yeah.
people will tend to spend the money and make sure that each piece is
Kind of really
important.
special.
Yes,
Right.
because it's like if you only
Limited.
have a certain amount of space, you want everything to be a little bit more special. Whereas, if we've got so much space and everyone doesn't want to spend that much on it,
Right.
we have to get a little bit more creative with the
Yep.
design. So,
Yep. I agree with that 100%. I think that's typical even when you go out to the Hamptons and you have the same client from
yep.
Manhattan and all of a
Yes.
sudden they have, an extra 6,000 or 7,000 square feet and they're like, let's make this a little bit more fun and easy,
Right.
which I
Right.
think makes a lot of sense.
If you're not living there 24/7.
Yeah, well, so I have a question for you, another question. So you have Harbinger, which is
Yep.
a multi-line showroom, right?
Correct.
Now, do you do all of the styling of Harbinger or the visual merchandising? Do you have
I
someone else?
do most of the time. Yeah, there's if I'm traveling a lot, my team will sort of
Yep.
revamp the showroom.
Yep.
But when we do like major resets, especially for things like Legends in the fall, in the spring and everything, then we do like a major redo.
Right.
So it just depends, and we try and switch out wallpapers and furniture and things
Yeah.
throughout the time, so that we get to show off all the different lines that we carry. Because in LA, we have about 50 different lines that we
Right.
carry, from wallpaper, fabrics,
And New York
lighting,
is a
furniture.
reduced size showroom. Yeah.
Much more
And yeah,
reduced.
it's great. And the La Cienega showroom is so cool. I love how you
Well,
can go
thank
into
you.
that other area and like,
Yeah,
it's
where
just like a whole
Merida and
different, yeah.
Fromental.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
great.
fun.
Yeah.
No,
you
I
have really
can't
cool pieces.
compete
I
at
highly
200
recommend
Lex. I
if
can't
people have
compete with
not
you.
been there, you must go. It's really great. It's visually very interesting and beautiful pieces. So let me ask you a question about someone else, a viewer, someone who's watching asks, do you always have to use rugs on wood floors? I say no, but what do you say?
No, I mean I love a good rug because I love that it grounds the space.
I thought
So
we
I
were talking
guess
about hair for a minute, and I was nervous.
yeah.
You mean a
This
carpet
is
for the
like
flow,
this is literally
a
needs
carpet
to
for
be
the
cut.
flow,
Yeah, right?
not
No,
for
my
not for
current wig is
yeah.
like locked down. It's out of control. Um,
Um,
I
that's
I am a
hilarious.
rug guy, and I'm a big rug guy.
Yeah,
As
I
far
even
as
like
size,
layering
I can't
rugs.
stand a rug that's too small
Yeah,
for a room.
yeah,
It's one of my biggest pet peeves. So I will
yeah,
tend to make the rug a little bit larger so that
yeah.
everything is grounded on it. But if the floors are really beautiful and it's the right space, go for it. You don't need one as long as
Yeah,
everything else is pretty.
I just did a house in Connecticut, and we did these beautiful chevron painted floors, and I think one of
Right.
my dogs just threw up, and
Or ate
apparently
something.
she doesn't like Lexi does not like chevron painted floors, but and so I did it so that in the winter they would have this great Moroccan rug in this kind of
Yeah.
family TV area, and then in the summer they could roll it up, and it's kind of fun and a little bit of a different look and very
Love that
cool and
idea.
easy. So that's kind of nice. I love rugs, and I actually like layering them even, and then taking one layer off in the summer. But I agree with you. I think when a rug is too small, I'd rather have no rug.
Right.
Um,
I agree.
and then let me just see. We have
Eight
another
by
viewer
tens have
question.
ruined the design world.
What is your definition of a classic kitchen?
Classic kitchen. I have a no white kitchens rule,
Yeah.
99% of the time. For
Yep.
some reason, I just think they're boring, and I
Yep.
know how people love them so much.
Yep.
They drive me nuts. I always think it looks like it's just primed,
Yep.
and waiting to be painted. So even if it's just a little bit of a color, it's better in my mind.
Yeah. I agree.
I
But
think
what do you
just
think about what about black kitchens with some
I
white
love black kitchen.
accents?
Yeah, no, I
I
think
don't
that's
mind
fine.
that.
I think just the cabinets, I just hate them when they're white, unless it's like a tiny little cottage and
Yeah.
it's perfect. But I
Yeah.
think I tend to go a little bit more bold with kitchens and
Yeah.
do
I
sort
agree.
of darker colors
Yeah,
and
or just
prettier
a
colors.
beautiful yeah, like a vintage gray or something. Even anything.
Yes,
I've
exactly.
done blue kitchens, red kitchens. We've done Kelly green. I mean, we've done it all.
Yep.
So, and we've done it with like inlays of shagreen in the inset panel, and so it's and I actually love, I love like cerused oak cabinets
Me
in a
too.
kitchen. I
Me
think it's
too.
so
It's the
fabulous.
best. So it's beautiful. So I think classic is just it's got to be functional.
Yep.
It's got to be pretty. It can be a simple backsplash,
Yep.
or let the
Yep.
backsplash be the busier part and
Yep.
be the design, and everything else is simple. But
I
just no
love when
white
a
kitchens.
kitchen actually feels like part of the millwork of the house.
Totally.
And then the island or anything that's floating can sort of
Can
feel
be
like
something
something else.
special.
Oh, look, we have someone who wanted
A
to just pop in
visitor
and say hello.
oh,
Hi, I'm
not
Lago.
doesn't want to look us in the eye,
Is he a
just
cutie?
like Harry. Yes,
Oh,
I would
that's
try
so
and get
good.
Harry up here, but he might eat the iPad.
He's getting a little jealous that I'm not paying attention to him. So how do you deal with like when you have a client that has two different design styles? The husband wants something
Yeah.
like more modern or cleaner, and the wife wants something more traditional. How do you deal with that?
Marriage therapy,
Yeah.
which is what we all do for a living, basically. I think you try and find the middle ground, usually, but it's also where we can get a little bossy and say, just do what we want. Will be the middle ground. But I think you have to find your fights and say, all right, find the spaces that like he's going to spend more of the time in, and then try and put that towards his design aesthetic, and what's more important to her.
Right.
Then you give, and you find that if he's the one who needs the really deep sofa and everything's really comfortable, then you make sure wherever he's going to plop his butt down.
I tell the husband very often, I'm like, oh my God, that'll look great in the garage. And then it's kind of stuff it out there. But so question, we have an interesting question from a viewer.
Okay.
High design can seem high maintenance. How can regular people achieve great design that is also livable? Do you have a philosophy for that?
All of our clients want their house livable. We rarely have the job that is like untouchable rooms or all white rooms.
I don't even
as much as I love that look.
I don't recommend it ever.
It's pretty. It's beautiful to look at. I just can't do it.
That is, when you're designing a home for somebody, if you design a home that actually fits somebody's lifestyle, their point of view, the way that they live, the way they entertain, the way they cook, the way they raise their family, if it's really bespoke to who they are, they'll use it and live with it.
Right.
If it's something that is like aspirational, or that they feel is like that they don't feel like they qualify for, I think they're generally afraid of it. Like, ooh, look at that, it's really pretty, but don't touch it because we're not worthy. We go to the basement and hang out in the corner. You know what I mean? So I feel like I really think keeping it authentic and keeping it authentic to your client and their lifestyle, making it look beautiful and stylish, then it'll be livable. So that's my answer.
I agree. And I think a lot of it is make the upholstery comfortable, like make it interesting lines, but make the fabric,
I love that,
like durable, make it comfortable. And then the other pieces that you put in, like the side tables and the off chairs and things like that, those can have a little bit of architecture and interest, and it makes it look like it's a higher design than it is. I also
get very annoyed with clients when they pick out a floor that they're afraid to walk on. I'm like, okay, let's not buy that floor.
Or a rug. How about the best is when the clients, we show